Well, good morning, lads and lassies and ladders and Luddites and all the stuff that starts with L. I am Angus MacAffel of the Clan MacLeod. No, not of MacLeod, of the Clan MacLeod, because when you're a MacAffel, that's all there is to it. This is this morning's adventures of Double D and Subie-Doo. I renamed it from just Subie to Subie-Doo. Think it's cuter. Maybe you don't, doesn't matter. So today we're at Peewink Mountain, named after Lord Kelsey Peewink, a native Highlander like myself, who was kicked out of his native Scotland for being a wanker. For those of you who don't ken what is a wanker, as my dad used to say when I'd ask him what a word meant, look it up. Of course, those days I used to have to pick up a big book. It was lots of pages made of paper and ink on it called a dictionary. You can just probably ask Siri what it means. Anyway, here we are. Going to take a moment and show you the car. It is a box stock 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness. So, I'm going to shoot some stills for my friends at All Trails. Going to shoot a video for my own amusement. Going to be on my YouTube channel, so we'll see how far we get. This is my third try at Peewink. The first time it was too much snow, the second time it was too much mud, and the third time I just chickened out. So here we go. Peewink Mountain, Boulder County, Colorado. All right, we are recording. Peewink Mountain, Boulder County, Colorado, and as I said, named after the great Lord Peewink. I forget what his first name was now. I think I mentioned it before. We're a bit rutted out, and I do apologize for that beautiful line right through the middle of the stills, but I don't know. I think it's when we're going right into the sun that it makes a difference. So, a couple of whoop-de-doos, they call them. Interesting. They got a big container of water for dousing campfires. Never seen that before, but I guess this is not a good season for that. So, they have the water. Oh, look at the aspens. They are going to be so pretty in a couple of months. Alright, so I am in standard mode, not even using X-Drive because the car is so gosh darn capable. I do not need it most of the time. Might need it getting up this hill right here. I'm going to stop. We're going to do a still and see what that looked like. I passed a young lad in a regular sedan. I think it was a front wheel drive something or other. Do not understand why people would bring just regular cars to a place like this. I got a good shot of the whoop-de-doo right there. Alright, I got a 35mm digital camera on my dashboard, and I'm taking stills with that. Gonna put the stills on All Trails, and the video is going to go on YouTube. Might send it to All Trails, or what's the other lad? Trails Off-Road. I do both of them. Some people are camping here. I like to do it because I appreciate when I am going to go on a trail that some lad or lass has already been there. Kind of a camping bus. Cool. I don't know. Should I go through the mud? Should I go around the mud? I never know. Dogs on the road. Morning. People look at you like, what the hell are you doing on the road? I'm trying to jog here. And I'm thinking, it's a road, lass. I get that you're trying to jog here, but you gotta remember, you don't got the place to yourself. It is before 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Oh shoot, I was gonna get her down. I forgot. Okay, as soon as I find a place to pull over, we're gonna air it down to like 30 psi or so, because I do not like the rocks here threatening to injure my tires. Yeah, I did forget to do that. That's my own fault. Too busy messing with the cameras. I brought my granddaughter out here to Switzerland Trail. She's just old enough to have gotten freaked out by the shelf roads. She was on the downhill side. Didn't think she'd be old enough to be worried about it, but there you go. Lots of loop-de-looing now. I think maybe the rain has deteriorated the trail a bit. It's not bad. It's kind of like what I like. Nothing really scary, but a little bouncy. I think she'd like this one. Going to try and experiment when I get to some kind of challenging uphill thing. Going to take the 35 off the dashboard. Gonna, oh baby. That tested our brake over height. Aye. That pull over spot. This is a good one. Okay, we're going to pull over here and air the babies down. How do you turn this thing off? All right, kids, we got her aired down to 32 in the front and 30 in the back. Now keep in mind that that's warm air pressure, so if it was cold it would have started out a bit lower. So now we're warmed up, and again we're still in standard mode. I think we're going to go this way, see where this takes us. Oh, nothing scraping. Ah, lovely. Just lovely. Yeah, I need to get an outdoor photographer. Because otherwise I've got to get out and set up a tripod at the top of the hill and then get back in the car and drive up, which I brought my tripod for, but I feel weird doing all this stuff with people around. Probably shouldn't. Ah, a Mercedes Sprinter. Nice. Aye. Good for you. And the dog did not like that I was here. Could not see the dog, so hopefully I did not run over him. Alright, so here's some shelf road. And again, not bad. Maybe I have been at this part before. Maybe that's the place that I turned around with my youngest daughter. Alright, we're still in hill descent mode. Aye, this is the place. It just turns around. I do not know where else you go. Maybe I'm at the top. Maybe I have made it. That grinding sound is not the car hitting anything. It's just the various electronics. That's what I thought last time. Okay, so here we go. We're in dirt and snow mode, which minimizes the wheel spin. Yeah, I think that has gotten worse since the last time I was here. So up we go, gently, gently, gently. Some beautiful scenery here. I did not wish to go any place where I was just turning around. I thought I was going to go up to the Peewink. Maybe I am in fact at the top of Peewink Mountain. I do not ken where I am, so let's find out. As I've always said to my friends and relatives, I would love to encounter wildlife while I'm out here, preferably surrounded by 3,500 pounds of steel. So that goes with the dog. I'm going to raise my windows up a little bit just in case a mongrel is out and takes offense at my driving around his campsite. My guess is he's probably restrained. Yep, inside some kind of a screeny, meshy thing. Okay. Well, we have successfully reached the top of Peewink, I believe. Going to ask some of the campers if indeed this has been it. I hear the downhill assist mode is going on. Oh, that's something pretty. Lots of flashing lights going on. Oh no, it's all reflecting stuff. That's what it is. Okay, I thought it was flashing lights. So maybe I have been to the top of Peewink. Oh, there we go. Nope, there's more. All right. Well, look at that. There is more to get to the top of Peewink. Let's see. I think I left around 7:30 and it's 8:50. Yeah, the car, it did not like that I lowered the air pressure, but again, it's got 28 and 29 in the front where I put in 32 on the gauge, which actually is the pressure you're supposed to put in. But I've got 30 in the back and it's got 27 and 28. So I used a digital meter, so I trust my tire gauge. Ooh, that's going to be close. More than I trust what the car is doing. Because I fill it up to 36 and it still shows me at being 32. I think something just kissed my right hand rear view. I probably should fold them in before I do this. Boy, I could see come around that corner and the sunshine in your eyes and you drive right off the hill. Lordy, lordy, that's kind of a mess. I believe on most of the trail guides this is a moderate, and I also believe this would be just about as rough a trail as I would want to encounter in this car. The Jeep guys I used to run with would think nothing of this. So I believe we have reached the end of the road. So I am going to turn around. I'm going to try to turn around. Last time I tried this, There's the rocks there, yeah. I hit the sign. There's a little campfire on my left that I'm trying to avoid, and I'm likewise trying to avoid going down the mountain. Where's that campfire? There it is. I gotta go around him. Gently, 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 gently. Everything is gently. Because we're in a place where we don't want to have any mishaps. Aye. There. There's a multiple K turn, they call it. So I think we've cleared the spot, and maybe we're at the top of Peewink Mountain. Let's go take a look. There we go, the light's flashing now. Okay, some reason he decided to stop recording. What? Incoming text? Who's gonna send me a text at this point? Uh-oh. So we got somebody coming the other way. Let's see if they know enough to pull over. Giving them room. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Why in the world would I be getting a text? I'll have to stop and see what that was all about. Let's see. Don't worry about beer. Okay. Anyway, we're recording, good. So, it's a state law that I did not ken before I moved here. I thought it was just a matter of courtesy, but it's a state law that people coming up the hill get the right of way, and so people going down need to try and get out of their way, because I guess it assumes that you need momentum to get up the hill, whereas going down the hill you can put on the brakes. One of the things I like about this particular trail is there are lots of places for people to pull over. It's a single car wide, but there's many pullover places. So let's see. Ooh, that one's gonna test the breakover height. Yeah, that was a good one. I read somewhere. Oh, that's what other beeped. He shut himself off. Sleep cancel. Huh. We have to swap batteries. There's another one coming. He's waiting for me. I appreciate that. Pulled way over. Look, why would somebody have a sedan on a trail like this? Whoa. Come on. There you go. Oh. Well, that didn't sound good, but again, I do not know. I do not understand why anybody would be driving a car, a regular old sedan, on something like this. I had my old Ford Edge out on this, and the one thing I said about it, it was a great little car. It just needed more ground clearance. And then I read that the test of an off-road car is not so much ground clearance as approach and departure, which I now understand. There's a whole camping ground over there. Didn't I know that? Water for campfires. What a smart thing to do. Oh baby now. Thank you Subaru for breakover height. And looky there. Good looking car. I do not think I've been back this far yet. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Once again, we are still in normal mode. Have not had to engage X mode for any reason. Okay, so I told you all that I lowered the air pressure. I aired the tires down. I didn't, somebody wrote that they air downed them. Nope, I aired the tires down to 32 in the front and 30 in the back. But Subaru says to check the owner's manual. Not sure what that's all about. Okay. Because it's got the tires at 28, 29, and 27. So, I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten back here. None of this looks familiar. I'm turning on the front camera now, because that will tell me if something bad's gonna happen. Oh, there's a shelf road there. On the right, we do have a shelf road, and it's not too bad. Up and over. Just remember, Angus, as far in as you go, you have to come back out. Alright, I'm gonna put this in manual mode, shifting. Where's it go? Why can't you shift into manual mode? Not liking that. Maybe because the tires are too low. Oh, no. Why won't you I'm going to put this in manual mode now. Okay. Now we're in, I put the shift lever in manual mode. Usually, if you pull the paddle, it'll go into manual mode automatically. But here, now, if I was in one of the X modes, I'd get hill descent control, which is what I'm shooting for here. But I've not needed X mode yet. So there's a lot of people camping here, which is good, because if I get stuck, there's a dog driving down the road. Folks, watch your dogs. Lots of Subarus. Morning. I didn't think there was going to be so many people here. I was going to get out and put up a tripod to show me going up this hill. So we'll see. Get the sun out of my face and be able to see where I'm going here. Yeah, this might be the spot to hit. Just giving it gentle gas. Again, still not in X mode. Taking some stills. Taking my time. Yeah, this one's kind of shitty. Let's see if we can get around this. Yeah, I think. go to X mode, dirt, snow. Give it a little bit of gas. Let's see, let the transmission figure it out. And there we go. That's it. You don't gotta put it to the floor. You just gotta give it a little bit of gas. And, well, shit. And this is a stupid camping spot. Well, fuck that. Not what I wanted to be. Wish they'd say that's a freaking dead end. Yeah, man. It's going to be tough to turn around here. Got to do a K-turn or something. A lot of effort to get up here just to turn the hell around. And of course, the sunlight's on the display, so I cannot see too well where I'm going. But I can see where the end of the road is, right there. Okay, that was a waste of time. Now we gotta go back down. That was plenty irritating. But oh, that hill descent mode is wonderful. Doing like 3 miles an hour. Whee! That was a loop-de-loop. Right, how did I get up here? I came up this way. I think we'll maybe go this way to get down. Now the thing about the hill descent mode and all the modes is that when they kick in, sometimes it sounds like you're scraping things, and you're not. But it sounds like it, and if you're new at this like me, then you're worried a bit. I think we're going to go this way. The other thing I worry about is what they call pinstriping. That is when nature tries to get amorous with your car and rubs up against it. Alright, I got out and walked around a little bit and decided that probably was not the smartest thing I could have done to go out wandering where nobody knows where I am. So, going to find out if I am indeed at the end of the trail for Peewink. We're going to go ask some of the other campers. The car says check the owner's manual because it still thinks the air's way too low in the tires. Going to put it back in X mode. There we go. Put the camera, trail cam on. Alright then. What is this? Oh, trail cam's dirty. Okay. So it's automatically in hill descent mode. And this is the part where we pray we're not seeing anybody else coming the other way. And this is the combination of ground clearance and breakover height that makes all the difference in the world. Once again, I forgot to pull in the mirror, so I'm going to pull in the driver's mirror and be happy about that, because I do not want to stop where I am now. There's no place for anybody to get around going either direction. When I get out at the top of the hill, I heard an animal calling and I did not recognize what it was. I'm thinking it might have been a bird of some kind, but I didn't not recognize it, and again, nobody knows exactly where I am, so it seemed to me the smartest thing to turn my little boat around and head back out, and let's find out if I have in fact made it to the end of the driving part, in which case I can check Peewink Mountain off my list. So the GoPro is giving me a long flash on a red light, so I'm going to assume that means we are recording, and if we're not, oh well. So here's taking stills. Men, women, dogs. Okay. When I was at Gross Reservoir, I did have people ask me a bit about the car. One guy who asked me was driving a Nissan Xterra, which is one of my all-time favorite cars, but I didn't buy one because, number one, they stopped making them in 2015, and I did not want to spend $20,000 on a car that old with minimum 60,000 miles, and also because the car gets shitty mileage. I think on the highway it might eke out 20, so that was not where my car's, and my car spends most of its time on the highway. So picture, so that did not seem to be a good investment. Also, I believe I'm going to have this car for a long time. Had it since March. It's almost September. Got 4,800 miles on it. One road trip under the belt. Not two of them now that I think about it. I do like the car. The only thing I would say I would have chosen differently, which would have made a difference in the usage, was if they had had an option for highway tires rather than these kind of hybrid off-roady tires that it comes with, which where I am now probably makes a world of difference. But I do not plan to spend too much time doing this. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Usually hit the road by 7:30 or 8. Ah, this is good. Lord Peewink did a good job on this one. I think it's, at least for my car, it's a good mixture. I could not believe that little sedan that was coming the other way. I think they scraped the front clip or something like that trying to get around me. Wouldn't it do that? I think, I hate to be cynical, but I think it serves you right of bringing a kind of car on an off-road situation. I mean, you can rent a Jeep. It's not like that's the only thing you got. And if that's the only thing you got, well, you're okay beating it up. That's cool too. I think maybe next summer, when I'm a little braver with the car, I'm going to buy some of the roll-on protection. They call it track day coating, where you roll it on, it's like a plastic, goes over the paint, keeps the pinstriping to a minimum, and then you can put on water and it washes right off, or peels off with water. But that's the kind of thing that I'll do next year when I'm braver. I did pretty well. I wonder what where that one goes. Hope this isn't another dead-end camping place. Ooh. Yeah, that looks a little hairy. I think I'm not going to do that one without a spotter. Let's see if we can get a good picture of it though. Yeah, I think we'll not do that one. Probably could. I have all kinds of faith in the car, but I'd want a spotter to tell me, hey Dad, let's say, hey Angus, you're about to fuck up your car. Whoa, we up the road? No. Okay. What I see in the rear view and where I think we're really going, sometimes a little bit different. There we go. Not going that way. I think we've had enough adventure for today. I got lots of stills. I got good video. Got me intro on my phone, so when I get back and I can spend the afternoon combining all this stuff into a silly video that I'll actually post. That's a nice container of something there. They used to call a milk carton, milk crate, that's what it was. Milk crate with trash in it. Seems odd. Maybe that was the marker for letting this made snow. It was over there. Someday we'll get back to the Highlands of Scotland. Won't have this car though. Be a shame. I think the deep snow mud mode would do well in the bogs. But you know, then we get bogged down. And then we have to call Bogdanovich to get us out. Pretty bad. I get it. Most of the time nobody listens to nobody watches my videos this far into it, so I can make all the stupid jokes I want at this point. I heard that. Was not a scrape though. That was, here we go, ready, set, gently, 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 aye! What is that noise? Always sounds like a scraping, but there was nothing to scrape. And I look under the car when I get home with a flashlight. Just to see if anything's amiss. It's not. You thought I was going to do a Mr. joke there, didn't you? Ha! Fooled ya. There we go. Alright, we're going to get back to the entrance. And then we'll air back up and we won't be getting angry messages from the car like, hey, we're underinflated. Aye. Just beautiful around here. Just beautiful. Whoa, wind's picking up. Take the high road. There we go. And with the wind comes the dust. Oh, got battered in the side of my head with a cloud of dust. Alright, closed all the windows. It's only 63 up here anyway, so it's cool to begin with. But for the wind, I had all the windows open. And then that happened. Now the question becomes, how much air do you put in? The tires are what you would consider warm. So I'm going to put them back up at 63 for the drive home. That's kind of pretty. Take a picture of it. I think this was where I aired them down. Aye, it is. Windows down again. Whoa, baby. You can see the dust flying across the road there. Some of these tents are going to go down. I think it's a smart thing that people are staying inside there. They're sleeping inside their vehicles. I've seen too many stories about animals being able to rip through the tent, principally bears. And that would not be something that I would be interested in experiencing. Although I had a friend that camped out here, even just went off-roading in his pickup truck, and he carried a pistol. Now, from what I've heard, you'd have to put a lot of rounds of the typical 9mm into a bear to kill it. And really, wouldn't want to. Ooh, need to turn on ventilation here. Okay, there we go. That's good. So pretty. I do love it up here. Don't know if I'm ready for camping yet. Did that in the Boy Scouts for 5 years. Day trips is nice. I would like to be out some night to be able to see the stars. Went down to Mesa Verde 2 weeks ago? Aye, 2 weeks ago. Of course, it was too cloudy and rainy. Went through some nasty rain coming back though, from Telluride and from, I can't remember now, on the other side of the state. Glenwood Canyon, it was raining to beat the band. Was never concerned about anything in this car. I've got to hand it to Subaru in the standard symmetrical all-wheel drive mode. Oh, you know, I think I forgot to turn on my all trails trekking. Of course I did. Oh well. All the things that I think about before I go, I should make up a checklist to turn on all trails and trek where I went. I don't know, let's see if it can pick that up. I had it on, but I think I turned it off. No GPS signal. Boy, you know you're in the boonies if all trails don't pick up, because it picks up like anywhere. Peaceful and quiet here. Dear Subaru, the trail cam turns itself off whenever it feels like it. I do not appreciate that. If I want to see the trail cam, I want the trail cam on. So let's find a setting that we can keep the trail cam on. Bouncing around. That's okay. This is a good trail. I'm glad I made it to the end. It's just challenging enough for me. I might have gone down that one road if I had a spotter, but then you gotta come back up. Now we've hit the part where it's wide enough for cars to pass each other. I am so glad I aired down. This rock scare me. The compound they make tires out of is pretty amazing. I mean, woo, look at that. After going out with the Jeep guys and seeing what their vehicles were capable of, like the rocks, sharp looking rocks too. I'd have thought that they would have punctured tires on a lot of the places they went, but I never saw that. I saw some lads by the side of the road where they'd deflated too much and the tires came off the rim because they didn't have rim locks on them. I learned a lot in the year I spent with the Aspen Ridge Jeep Club. That's what it was, Aspen Ridge Jeep Club. I rode with the leader of the club, Calvin, in a $70,000 Rubicon where he could disconnect the sway bars and lock everything up. We were halfway up a hill and the tires started to lose traction. And I said, oh my God, we're gonna have to back down. And he said, no, watch this. And he pushed a button on the dashboard and something happened and it locked everything up. And we just climbed up like a mountain goat. Quite impressive. Oh, that was a chipmunk just ran across the path. Honestly, chipmunks and squirrels are mostly what I see in my travels. People come back with beautiful pictures of mountain goats and elks. I see none of that. Okay, now we have a truck. Looks like he's blocking the road. I'm hoping he's not going to stop there and take all of his stuff out because I don't know that I can get past him. It's going to be close. Oh, this is the entrance of the park. Okay. You're in the right place, lad. So I'm going to pull over here and air back up. Yeah, no.